Hello everyone, welcome back to Ethaniel's Archives. I'm Ethan, and today, before I get into the content, I gotta be honest with y'all. I haven't recorded in a while, as you'll probably know, and I feel like I should explain myself. So here we go. My explanation, I'm not gonna explain it. I don't want to record all the time. If you've got a problem with that, or if YouTube's got a problem with it, YouTube can go cry about it. Okay? Anyways, but all jokes aside, I probably should get better about my uploading schedule. Gotta get better about my schedule, period. Besides the point. But I will try to upload once a week from now on. I might do a quadruple upload this week. If I can find content. Yeah, and if y'all want me to do specific content, just you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, put in the comments, whatever. Just if you have specific content. If you're wanting me to do a gameplay, just know I am limited to 3 platforms. That is PlayStation 3, not 4, not 5, 3. Oculus MetaQuest 3S, more modern console, and Nintendo Switch. I can also probably do Nintendo 64 if I can figure out how to get that working. And yeah, but those are 3, maybe 4 the only 3 or 4 if I can get the 64 working consoles I'll be able to do. So any gameplay within those limitations that you suggest, I'll see into it. I can't guarantee anything, but I can give you my word that I'll at least think about it, even if that thought is literally just no. But anyways, so today, yes, it will be another game review. It'll be slightly different due to the fact that this will be the first game that I do not have a biased opinion for or against. As you know, my Bioshock 1 and Bioshock 2 reviews, I was extremely biased for, because I love those games. Anyone who has a problem with that, go cry about it. I don't know. Or you're allowed to have your own opinion, but even if it is a wrong opinion, this is America after all. Unless you are from another country, then I welcome you to my chaos, and I am surprised that you would even watch this. But yeah, so yes, my Bioshock 1 and 2 reviews was biased for, and my Bioshock Infinite review, I had problems with that game, mainly because I feel like the developers could have done better. Then again, I don't think I could have done better my personal self. Just it's like first and second game, like had my expectations really high, and then I kind of was disappointed. And then with my Dead Space review, I was biased for. As you'll know, that was my most recent video. Man, that was like, I gotta check how long that was ago. Yeah, anyways. But today, this will be probably one of the first games that I did not have an extremely biased opinion about. I might say more of negatives or positives, but just know that these aren't all the things I can think about. I'm not reviewing every single detail. I'm just reviewing things that stood out to me. And I'm also reviewing these based on my enjoyment, because I know plenty of people that liked Bioshock Infinite better than any of the other games I mentioned. It's just my personal opinion on these matters, because it's a review, not a deep dive in how good the game is. I probably won't do that because I am not a qualified professional. But anyways, but today this will be a game that I am not truly biased for or against. Yes, It's the Game Exchange pre-played game package. I bet all of y'all missed that from my Bioshock 1 review. As y'all probably know if you've seen my first video, I think I mentioned it there. I get all my games from Game Exchange because good price. Got PlayStation 3 games. I say all my games, all my PlayStation 3 games. The other two consoles, I just use the online shop or something, you know. But all my PlayStation 3 games I'll get from Game Exchange because they're affordable, and I can oftentimes find what I want. But today I will be reviewing Resident Evil 5. Now, as always, I will go in with the basic details of this, and then I'll explain what my likes and dislikes about it. But as always, I thank you for watching, and if you enjoy this video, hit that subscribe button, like button, then put a comment down below what you want to see next. But I'll get into it now. I need to stop stalling. So Resident Evil 5 was a game created in 2009 by the company Capcom. Y'all probably know who Capcom is. Capcom made some great classics. Street Fighter, Mega Man. I think they made Final Fight. I know I just listed games that y'all probably don't know, but your dads probably know. If you ask them what I'm talking about, they'll probably tell you exactly what I'm talking about. I say probably. I don't know your dads. Anyways. So, yeah. But Capcom also, it's still around, obviously. But this is their fifth game in their second survival horror franchise. For those of y'all who don't know, which is probably a big portion of y'all, Capcom's first try at a survival horror franchise was a game called Dino Crisis. I say it's survival horror, it might be more action, could be wrong, but Resident Evil is more of a zombie game, while that one was more of a dinosaur game. Anyways, and this is the fifth installment. Interesting thing about it, unlike the previous games, I think Resident Evil 4 was also more like this. I could be wrong, haven't played that game. But this is more action oriented. But in the game you play as Chris Redfield, who is the protagonist from the first Resident Evil game, and he goes to Africa on a mission, meets up with the partner you play, the partner that's in the co-op named Sheva, and they go on a full-on adventure to basically discover a plot for an apocalypse and some weird forced evolution crap, all that junk that I'm not going to go deep into. But anyways, time for my review. As I said, I'm not particularly biased about this game. There were plenty of things I liked about it and plenty of things I did not like about it. This is one of those games where it's like, it's fun to play, but it's not like a game that it's like, oh my word, I am extremely excited to play this game on the channel. I might, if that's what y'all want to see, I'll probably play it on the channel, but just know I would rather be playing Bioshock or Bioshock 2 or Dead Space on the channel first. Anyways, I'll start off with the positives, then move on to the negatives, and I might just keep going back and forth with positives and negatives, as y'all know my content usually is. So, positive, I like how the guns feel. They don't feel like just throwing peas at people, but they also don't feel so overpowered that it's not fun. They feel they feel balanced to the perfect amount, to where it's like they have just the right amount of power to get you through a lot of scenarios. And especially the starting pistol. When you fully upgrade it, you can hold 100 bullets in that magazine, which is a lot. The crit chance is so high that you're guaranteed to at least to get a critical almost every headshot you make. I say guarantee, I might be sarcastic, but it is high. And yeah, plus a lot of the other guns are fun. If you want to see me do a weapon tier list for this game, just say in the comments. Another thing I liked is I feel like the character models match the vibe perfectly. I really enjoy the boss fights. Well, most of them. There's a couple in there that I will mention in my negative part of the review that I'll explain that are exceptions. But for the most part, I enjoy those boss fights. I enjoy a lot of the mini bosses also. Yes, they gave me a lot of trouble for the most part, but once I got the hang of them, they were fun. And the new game plus content, that's pretty fun. Although, for different outfits for the characters, I never use them. I just use the BSAA outfits. But yeah, I guess I should move on to the negatives. Aiming controls are just no. Just no. Capcom, why? I know what you're thinking. Oh, it can't be that bad for a third-person shooter, right? If you've played this game, you understand what I'm talking about. You should be able to move while you're aiming. And if you're like, oh, they didn't have that technology, Dead Space did it a year prior to them. And before they're like, oh, they can't take code from Dead Space. Yes, they can. That's what being a programmer is all about. You just borrow other people's code and you change it up to where it can fit into your own code. I've taken so many computer science classes that I probably should know, and I've talked with so many people with computer science skills and stuff. What's the point of that code being in the public if you can't use it? And it's not like they're just taking every bit of it. They're just taking the aiming controls. Dead Space did it far better than this game. And I know what you're thinking. Well, Dead Space is also more horror lenient. They should have, if that was the case, then they should have had these controls. Well, then yes, it is the case. But they still... these controls would probably be better for a horror game, yet Dead Space still made me terrified with its controls. So an action game should have those controls also. So that's my rant about the aiming controls. I don't like that giant boss fight, the boss fight with the giant, or the rail shooter section. That was just, I hate it. I try to save that word, but for an inanimate object, I feel like it's appropriate. What else is there? Campaign was mid. The story, was mid at best. Nothing popped out. Then again, Resident Evil's not known for story. They're known for either good scare or fun action. In this match, the fun action. The final Wesker boss fight, even on amateur mode, that's hard. A little too hard. Ain't no way I'm gonna legitimately go through it. There has been once where I legitimately beat it. I say legitimately. I still kind of cheesed a bit. Not really cheesed though, because it's a weapon they give you. It's a single-use rocket launcher, and it's like, I'm not gonna deal with this. But that time I say I legitimately did it, I hit him with the rocket launcher, and it just didn't end the boss fight, so I had to just keep fighting. But that was also with infinite ammo for the Magnum, so it's like, call it legitimate as you want, but most of my deaths have been from Wesker. I think the second most amount would be from the Reapers, and that's because they're hard enough alone, and yet there's a part of the game where they throw two of them at you at once, along with a bunch of other things. I guess another positive will be how the like bonus content system works, I guess. I don't know what to call it. It's called bonus content, where it's like infinite ammo and stuff. I like how it's not like in-game currency. It's like points you get at the end of each chapter, which is fun. Gives you motivation to complete the chapter or replay chapters, or even replay the game, period. Let's see. Don't really like how they went around the full-on co-op thing. It's not that they went lazy with that. It's that they didn't even really design a full-on single-player campaign version. They just, and then again, I mean, Capcom, I don't think Capcom really actually does, like, try to separate those two. They just make a co-op campaign and then just slaps a weird AI that doesn't do what I want it to, for your partner if you're playing by yourself. Like the amount of times I didn't even have a pistol in my inventory, or Sheva didn't have a pistol in her inventory. Instead, I'd have a Desert Eagle, well, Lightning Hawk, not Desert Eagle. Have a Lightning Hawk, and there she was like, "Oh, pistol ammo, yoink! Did I ask you to pick that up? No, don't pick it up." They should have put a thing to where you could like make sure the AI doesn't pick up certain things. But yeah, but whenever you do have a partner, it's fun. Another boss fight I didn't really like too much was that weird bat thing. And it's not that it was too hard or too annoying. It was that they made it kind of, I say too easy, but then again, I've only legitimately played that boss fight once. Every other time I've had infinite ammo Desert Eagles or stuff, or overpowered weapons, stuff like that. So it's like, I know I might be a little too harsh on this. Wish they had infinite ammo for the grenade launcher. No, that would be overpowered due to the fact that the grenade launcher has a million different types of ammo. So it's like you could just constantly be shooting whatever you want. Just, oh, your weakness is a flash grenade? Here you go. Chew on 12 of them. Without any drawbacks from me. Your weakness is fire. Here's 500 coming your way. Your weakness is ice. Oh, have 12,000. Oh, you're still wanting some more ice? Here's another 5 million. Just, yeah, I see how that would be broken, but it'd be broken in a fun way, you know? it would. I feel like that there's comes a point where it's like you're like, yes, it would be broken, but it'd also be incredibly fun. And I'm not a game designer, but personally, if given the choice, I had a weapon like that, I'd let them have infinite ammo. I'd let them have the fun. Maybe even give it to them in a full-on, like, maybe even give it to them in mercenaries mode. Just, you know. So there's that. The achievements aren't as fun to get in this game as some of the other games I've played, because it's like collect one of every type of egg. I don't really want to. Well, in Dead Space, it's like, beat the entire game with just the plasma cutter. Yes, I want to do that. I know I'm comparing this game a lot to Dead Space, but it's like practically the same game almost. Not really, but both third-person shooters with zombies. They also weren't really as strict with the classic. With Resident Evil, they're known for being really stingy with ammo. Then again, I play all my games on easy mode, and I played this on, I think it's called, I think it's normal mode on this one, but it's like just regular mode. Once, and that was with infinite ammo, so it's like I can't really fairly judge that portion. But even on easy mode, I've never seen other people play the Resident Evil on easy mode, but I thought it was gonna be like more stingy with ammo. But I mean, then again, at the very beginning of the game it is, but as you progress, obviously you're probably gonna get more ammo. I just said ammo a whole lot. Yeah, I can't really figure out too much to... yes. Actually, I just remembered something. I gotta address a controversy about this game. If you look online, so many people claim this game as a huge problem. They claim that this game is racist. In what world? Like, let's look at the arguments. Okay, it shows black people as the villain. There's plenty of black protagonists in this, number one. Number two, the main villain is Wesker, who is the whitest person you'll meet. And number three, yes, basic people are from Africa, but if you look closely, there's also people from Asia. There's plenty of white, like, normal enemies and stuff like that. And number four, it's because of a parasite that takes control of your body. What part of that screams, oh, they're being racist? And then they claim that and then some people claim that it says that it like shows African civilization as violent. Like I said, parasite. And if you're talking about the village section, nowhere in there does it show them as violent before the parasite. In fact, if you look at the notes, it talks about it, like, says that they were a pretty peaceful nomadic group that were just like, yo, bro, yeah, please vaccinate my village. I don't want my people to die. Yeah, and they were exploited and turned into monsters. So, people on the internet, before you go around claiming that Resident Evil 5 is racist, check your facts. Replay the game if you have to. Because I could not find racism. Now, if you're going to claim that, oh, it was set in Africa, therefore it's racist. Are you serious? Yes. because Kenya is in Africa. It's racist. Actually, that's not a good comparison. What's a thing that takes place in Africa that nobody questions is racist? The movie Madagascar. Madagascar is an island off the coast of Africa. Yes, that's totally racist. Anyways, that's my rant about the internet being wrong. So, other than that, I've got nothing else to say about this game. I know it may seem like I really defended this game with that full-on rant. No, I just want people to get their facts right. And actually look at understand what actually is happening. Just because something takes place in a certain area doesn't mean it's racist. But other than that, I've got nothing else to really say about this game. It's like, nah. And I know this video timestamp might be slightly longer than the others. It's because every video I make, I've been trying to make them longer and longer. But I'll probably put it max at like 30 minutes. But yeah, that's all I really have to say. All in all, it's a fun game. Do I want to play it all the time? No. But yeah, so if you like this video and like other videos of a crazy man ranting about his opinion on stuff, then this channel's right for you. Hit that subscribe button if you want. And if you want to see other kinds of videos other than this, please let me know. I'm planning on doing multiple uploads this week, and I'd actually like to do something other than just reviewing these games. Now that I have a quicker computer, I could probably do a tier list or so. I don't know. And then, yeah, but let me know what you want to see. I'll give some thought about it, like I said earlier, even if that thought is just basically no. But yeah, subscribe, hit that like button. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Or video, not episode.